If you want to strengthen your spirituality, you want to develop the fruit of the Spirit. And today's episode, I want to talk about fruit of the Spirit. I want to talk about self control. And the title is Fruit of the Spirit, Self Control. The reason why I want to talk about that so much is because I hear a lot of people talk about they want peace in their life. And I want you all to go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23 in the New International Version. It says, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. Against such things there is no law." I want you all to start to look in your life and say to yourself that you want to start practicing these things because you want peace in your life. You want peace in your life. The reason why I wanted to talk about fruit of the Spirit, self control, is because I want to give you an example of something that has been happening to me often. I was talking to my cousin and I said, people sometimes come around me with petty behavior. All ages, don't even matter. The only ones that are not petty a lot of times is kids. But I've seen where young adults and grown adults and some seniors, which I dismiss the seniors, they come around with this petty behavior. And what it looks like is I could be having an intellectual conversation with someone and then they just say something that's out of pocket. And what I said to my cousin is that it bothered me that it happened over the weekend and I didn't even realize until I woke up this morning what this person was actually saying. Because I was in such a good conversation with someone that I heard the person, but I wasn't focused on what they were saying. And then this morning when I woke up, it came back to me. I stepped out of my house to go do my laundry, to wash my quilts. And when I stepped out of my house, the words fruits of the Spirit kept coming to me. And I know that's the lesson that we were going over, and the pastor was talking about it and educating us on different things. And it just kept coming at me over and over and over again in my head. Then when I got home, what came to me was self control. And I said, wow. You see, self control is very important to you having your peace. And a lot of times, your enemy wants you to react and be out of character because then that can solidify whatever lie they told or whatever lie that's in their head that they believe about you. Not having self control can destroy you internally and externally. Internally would be if you have a spirit inside of you that you need to work on to get removed, like anger, or being obsessed, stalkish, things like that. And it could destroy you because you start to violate. When it comes to stalking, you can't control yourself on the things you do towards the other person or being obsessed. Self control, addiction can harm you, but then you can also harm someone else, which will be external. Self control external will be acting out of anger towards another party. These are the examples that the enemy uses to destroy you. So I wanted to say to y'all, for those who want to get close to God and also work on strengthening your spirituality, go to Galatians chapter 5, verse 22 to 23, and start working on the fruit of the Spirit. And what you can do is get an index card and write down the fruit of the Spirit. Each day, ask yourself, did you exercise these? Start working on it to have more peace in your life. Sometimes self control can be you have people that want to be in your company, and then you just start getting irritated. And then you say things and you get mad at yourself because you say, you just acting out of character. They take you there. That could even happen on the job. You have a lot of people at the jobs nowadays that are like Chucky. They are like Chucky. You know the Chucky doll where they just gnaw at you every 5 minutes. They like in your face, doing stuff on speed, around the clock. It's like they can't sit down. It's like something in them makes them want to annoy you. And they want you to get out of character. You have to have self control. You have to. And sometimes the enemy wants people to act just like him. And I'm talking about Satan. What he wants is people to act just like him. Because Satan already does not like God. Period. So when people on this earth have that evil spirit that they feel they never want to work on, they never want to do right, and they think their way of being right is the law. Okay, I don't care if it's the legal law or the law they feel it's the law of spirituality, whatever it is, or law. Even if self-improvement have a law, they just feel like what they're doing is right. Those same people will try to make you act just like them. You got to be authentic the way God created you and have self-control to say no. Even when you see Chucky, ready to go off. Whatever job you work at, you see Chucky ready to go off. That's what we gonna call them. We gonna call them the Chuckies of the company. Those are the people that get on your last nerve. You see them ready to go off. You gotta have self control, because that's the first thing they're gonna try to do is violate your peace. They're gonna try to get you out of character. They want to prove that you're crazy and you're a nut basket when it's really them. Hmm. So I want y'all to look up verse chapter 5, Galatians, verse 22 to 23, and start working on those aspects: love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. And that's it, y'all. For more, check me out on YouTube, like, subscribe, click the notification. For suggested topics, email me. Love me more and I love you more. Later.